Alright, here we are back with the Grizzly gunsmith lathe and turning a tapered barrel using a dead center with my homemade lathe dog there. I just put this in for chatter, but there's the you see the screw just going into the spindle lock. And you can see the barrel does taper down, and that is because of the offset that I put on my tailstock into the live center. And I had a lot of problem with chatter and whatnot, but you can see like the sanding marks on here, and I couldn't sand the marks out easily, so what I did, it's probably not recommended, I'm sure it's not recommended, was to use a belt sander with 60 grit sandpaper on there. And I just moved everything out of the way and put it on there, turn it at about 600 RPM, sandpaper going the opposite way, and that is the result. And I'm going to sand that smoother now with just some regular 120 grit sandpaper from the belt. Oh, this is an old piece, so I'm just going to cut that in half and do that by hand. But that belt sander really helped polish that thing up and had a lot of tool marks in there, because whenever I tried to, no matter what speed I turned at, my that single point carbide tip, when it hits that, when I fed it rather coarse and loaded the bit down, it was no problem, and it cut, but it left a real coarse finish on there. And when I tried to adjust my feed, turn this off now. When I tried to adjust my feed to a much finer feed so that I'd get a good finish, it just caused a lot of chatter. So I did a coarse feed and took the belt sander and got a pretty good finish on there. I usually paint my barrels. I like the tactical look, building my F-class rifle. But were I to want to blue this, I would spend a lot of extra time sanding this down and making sure that the sand marks more or less went parallel, or I could even bead blast it and do a phosphate finish, but a parkerizing. But this is working for me, so I got a nice smooth finish now, and I'm going to go to the 120 grit, and I'll go down to a 200 grit and then 400 grit and make a real nice finished product, and I'll make a couple videos with that also. But there it is, contouring a barrel on the Grizzly 4003G gunsmith lathe.